Yoko, be sure you have a strap.
Yes.
Okay.
You Larry Belt.
Sorry.
So you can just have the strap, on your shoulder for a second.
Why you couldn't get it to work on here?
Bring your feet so they're hip width distance.
Okay.
And then the sides of the feet are parallel to the sides of the mat. So press into those feet and take the tops of the thighs back. Press into the heels and take the tops of the thighs back, and then bring your shoulders over your heels. Raise it up a little bit. So feet are in line with the hips. Heels are in line with the sit bones. Sides of the feet parallel with the sides of the mat. Pressing into the feet, pressing into the heels, come back into the heels and take the tops of the thighs back. Keep pressing. Keep lifting. Now, lift the sides of the trunk as the chest opens, the sternum lifts, and the shoulders roll back and down. Now have your chin so it's parallel to the floor. Have your head on straight so it doesn't turn to the left or to the right. Extend the fingertips towards the floor. And then bring the thumbs back behind the thighs. Tadasana, mountain pose. Generally the feet are together, but we're starting with them apart this afternoon. Look straight ahead. Breathe. Now, keeping that form, bring your hands together in prayer. So make each finger touch. Don't let there be any, let everything touch. Have the heels of the hands touch. Let it be a gentle pressure that each finger is touching the other. Connect to yourself. Yeah, now bring the thumb mounds into the sternum and push in and up. Take the shoulders back and down. Lift the thighs, look straight ahead, pull the ribs in, and breathe. Set your intention. Not just for the practice, but for the day, or for the evening, or for tomorrow. Something that you have focused on, or something that maybe you've been thinking about doing and putting off and procrastinating. Maybe now just, you're gonna have the intention to do it and follow through. Let's do that in today's practice. So keep pressing into the feet, keep lifting the thighs, keep the fingers and the hands together, and then lift the arms above the head. Straighten the arms. If they can't straighten, if the elbows are bent, take them apart. Roll those biceps in and lift the sides. Make the sides of the body lengthen. Lift and lengthen. Take another breath. And then bring your hands back into prayer. Back by the heart center. All right, now you're going to bring your hands together. Clasp your hands together for bottom Bulyasana. So the webbing of the hands are together and the arms are straight. Take a breath, press into the fingers, open the palms of the hand. So you're still in your Tadasana. Pull those ribs in, shoulders back. Take another breath, inhale, lift your arms. Sides of the body are still lengthening as the fingers are pressing away from you, away from the feet, towards the ceiling. Lengthen the sides of the body as you look straight ahead and breathe. 2, open your armpits a little bit more. What's your intention? 2, and 1. Bring your hands forward. Look at your palms. Switch the clasp of the fingers. Take another breath. Inhale, press into those hands. Take another breath. Inhale. Lift the arms up towards the ceiling. Keep pressing the feet into the floor, lifting the thighs, lifting the sides of the body as the arms straighten even more. Now bring the shoulder bones, bring the arm bones back into the sockets so that the shoulders stay wide. Take another breath. Bring the hands back forward. Look at the palms and release the hands. All right, now you're going to bring your right arm up. I'm mirroring you, so it's the opposite arm. Grab that bicep, turn it in, palm turns to the back wall, and then comes to the base of the neck. With the other hand, I'll pull that elbow up. Now just stay here. Hold it here. Keep pressing into the feet. Keep those thighs lifted. Chest is lifted. Armpits are open. Biceps rolled in. Hold it and breathe. Did you have a good day? Everybody have a good day?
Yes.
Yes. Take another breath and release. Let's switch hands. Arm up, palm turns toward the back wall. Bend that elbow, put it at the base of the neck. Roll that bicep in. With the other hand, you're going to pull that elbow up, opening up the armpit, and just stay here. Hold and breathe. Keep that bicep rolled in. Don't let it be out to the side. Keep it in close towards the ear. 2. And 1. And release. Now you're going to take your right arm behind you, bend your elbow, and with your other hand, I want you to grab your wrist, or catch your wrist, and pull it in and up. And just think about moving it in and up. Now when that happens, this shoulder tends to drop forward. So we need that shoulder to lift up, back, and down. Hold and breathe. 2. And 1. Now when you release your arm, you can even bend your knees and just slightly roll out to the side. Let's do the other arm. So that hand, the palm turns towards the back. Bend the elbow. With the other hand, you can catch that wrist. Pull it in and up. Front shoulder needs to lift back up and down to your best ability. And breathe. Now this side I have to hold on to because my hand is trying to slip down. Take one more breath, and you can bend your knees, let that arm slide out to the side. Now take your right arm back up, turn the palm towards the back wall, bend the elbow, right? We're turning that bicep in, pulling up. Now, you can use your strap. Catch the strap. Your other hand will come around. Walk your hands towards each other. So you're catching the strap. And then walking that hand up. Keep the bicep close to the body and the elbow in. So both elbows are in towards each other. This is Gomukhasana, cow face. You know how a cow's ears? One's up here, one's down here. And breathe. 2, 1, and release. Let's switch sides. Take that strap to the other side. If you can catch your hands together, that's the ultimate. That's what we want. Turn that bicep in, bend the elbow, pull up, catch the strap, Other arm comes around, bends, walk it up, walk it up. Have your chin parallel to the floor, pull your ribs back in. Hold it and breathe. Now that shoulder that's dropping forward, lift it up, back, and down. 2, and 1. All right, now release the strap. So remember how you had bottom Guliasana in the front? Well, now you're going to take your hands to the back. Just going to clasp your hands together. Keep your feet as wide as your hips and the sides of your feet parallel to the mat, sides of the mat. Now, straighten your arms. The shoulders are lifting up, back, and down. The back armpit moving towards the front armpit. Now imagine, keep your hands locked. What do you call that little, it's like a little Chinese thing where you put it on your fingers and you try to pull it apart? Same thing with your hands, you're just gonna try to pull apart. Now when that happens, watch how your watch how this rolls out. So your hands are hooked, webbed at the webbing. Try to pull them apart as the arms are straight and feel how the biceps roll out. Keeping the shoulders wide. Pressing into the feet. Thighs are still lifting, ribs pulled in. Hold it. Take one more breath. And release. Now, inhale, you're going to press your heels of your hands together, reach your knuckles towards the floor. Inhale, look up, open the chest. Look back. Bend your knees. Bring your trunk onto your thighs as the knuckles come up towards the ceiling. Take one more breath. Press into your feet. Inhale, come up. Switch the clasp of your hands. So whichever thumb is on top, switch it so the other one goes there. What did we do earlier? We pulled those hands apart, rolling the biceps out. Pressing into the feet, lifting everything in and up. Pull. Ribs in. Head on straight. Breathe. And release. Now take the heels of your hands together. Inhale, look up. Open up that chest. Tuck the tailbone. Then exhale. Bend your knees. Take your trunk onto your thighs. Let your head come in. Take another breath, press into your feet. Inhale, come up. And release. Didn't that feel good? All right, now grab your strap again. If it doesn't have a belt on it, then you can just have a rope or a dog leash or something that is long that you can hold on to. Feet again are parallel. Same legs. Heels are pressed into the floor. Thighs are hitting back and up. Sternum is lifting, chest is lifting. Now take a breath. Inhale, lift your arms above your head. Now again, we're going to try to bend your elbows, and try to pull the belt apart. Pulling it apart, do you feel how the shoulder blades are coming in towards the spine? And then let it go. Do you feel the difference? So look straight ahead, take a breath, bend the elbows, and then pull the strap away from each other, like pull, like you're trying to break it apart. Pulling the shoulder blades in and opening the front of the chest. 3, 2, calm your breath, calm your heart, calm your face, and 1, bring your arms back. Good. One more time. Inhale, lift your arms up, bend your elbows, and then try to pull that rope apart. And that's going to lift the sternum up, pulling the shoulder blades in. Breathe. 2, and 1. Now, stay here and then straighten your arms towards your buttocks. Then inhale, lift your arms up and over and bring them in front of your thigh. Let's do that about 5 times. Up and back and then forward and back, forward and back. One more time. Doesn't that feel great? All right, and then release. Now, take the arms back up over the head. Bring the left arm down. The right armpit comes up. Now, as I turn the toe, the right toe wants to come up. My foot wants to go on its edge. Don't do that. Press that big toe back down. And just turn. Feel the side of the body lengthening and opening. And look up. Keep pressing into both feet evenly. So the body isn't just turning willy-nilly. You're stretching certain parts, like those side ribs are opening. 2, 1. Inhale, come back up. Switch sides. Open that side body. Open those side ribs. Make the side of the trunk long as you pull down and look up. Breathe. Smile. 2, don't be afraid. 1, come back up. Let's go the other direction. Fear kills. It paralyzes you. Now that big toe needs to stay down. Open up your chest. Open up the side of your trunk. But that doesn't mean we can't use wisdom at the same time. 2, 1, inhale, come back up, switch sides. Last one. Keep pressing that big toe down. When we're afraid, we can think of alternative things to do to make ourselves not feel afraid, to be more safe. That's what we think of. Don't live in that fear. Inhale, come back up. Bend the elbows. Stay here. Try to pull that strap apart. 3, 2, 1. We're going to go around the world. Front of the body and then back of the body. So one arm comes in front, the other arm comes around, up, over, and back. Keep your feet where they are. Big toes down. And switch sides. And let go of the strap. Some good little work on the upper body. All right, let's come on down into the floor. Upavishta Konasana. Take your feet out wide. All right, now, you can even take your hands back behind you. Lift your buttocks, slide forward, take your feet out a little wider. Now, if you have a hard time touching your toes, reaching forward and touching your toes, sitting up on height will give you that extra little bit of legs to give you more length to fold over. So you can get a blanket, put it behind you on the mat with a pointed end forward. Now press the backs of the legs down and lift the spine. Press the entire leg into the floor, not just one part. The toes are pointed up towards the ceiling and the thighs are rolling slightly in towards each other. Press the hands into the floor and sit tall. Lengthen. Now remember when we were stretching from side to side? Feel those same muscles, those same intercostal muscles lengthen and move away from each other. So your ribs are moving away from each other. The sides of the body are lengthening at the same time that the front of the spine, the front of the chest is lifting. Thighs are pressing into the floor. Take another breath and turn towards your right thigh. Press your hands into the floor, lift the sternum and twist. Lift again and twist. Lift and turn, shoulders back, thighs down, 2. Keep the shoulders wide, and then lifts. Take another breath. Come back to the middle, switch sides. Press into both hands. Make the body long, tall, the spine straight. A straight spine brings an alert mind, right? Turn. Toes up. Head over hips. 2 and 1, and come back forward. Now we're going to reach forward and grab our toes. So just inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, keep pressing into the thighs, into the sit bones, reach forward, grab your toes. If you can't grab your toes, you can grab your shins. If you can't grab your shins, you can grab your thighs. If any of those don't work, you can use 2 straps and put them around the feet. So inhale, lift the arms, exhale, fold, catch what you can, except a virus. Roll the biceps out, lift the chest, make the shoulders move back and down. Lengthen the spine as the head moves away from the sit bones. 2, 1. When you're ready, take a breath, bend the elbows, lengthen. Let your trunk come down. Inhale, straighten your arms, look up. Reach your arms back up. Bring your hands back behind your knees. Pull them in, and then straighten them in front of you. Press your hands behind you. Lift your sit bones up and scoot forward. Keep the sternum lifted. So this part is lifting. The back armpits are moving towards the front armpits. The hands are pressing into the floor and the toes are moving towards the head. Breathe. 2. Keep pressing those thighs down. 1, inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, fold forward. Now you can grab your big toes. You can grab your shin, or catch your shins. Whatever works best. So earlier I said, you were in Baddha-Gulyasana. Your hands are behind your back, and I said, pull your hands apart. The biceps rolled out. Do that here. Roll the biceps out. Lift the sternum. Lift the chest. Make the back concave. Don't let it be round. From the lower base of the tailbone, lift in and up. Give yourself that concave back as the biceps roll out and you look up and breathe. Keep pressing the legs down into the floor. Keep lengthening. Start to lengthen the side bodies as you pull forward, bend the elbows, and let your trunk come down. Straighten your arms and look forward. Concave back again. Lift the arms. Bring the hands down. Now, we're going to go into Janu Shirshasana. Let your left leg flop out. With that left hand, catch behind the knee, stay low. With the other hand, you're going to catch the heel and bring the heel to the thigh and the toes to the opposite thigh. This knee goes down towards the floor. So you can even scoot forward a little bit. If your knee is way up here, you can get a blanket or two to give yourself a little stability so you don't feel like you're abandoned. You know, you want to feel grounded. So if your thigh is up in the air, get something to put under it. Or press it down into the floor. Now, turn your body towards that straight leg. Turn. Press again into the floor and lift the spine away from the sit bones. Shoulders stay wide. Hold and breathe. Take another breath. Now, when you lift your hands off the floor, don't let your thighs come up. Don't let your knee come up. Make it stay. Inhale, lift your arms, lift your head, lift your trunk. Exhale, fold forward, reach, grab your foot. If you can't grab your foot, boom, boom, you have your strap. So roll those biceps out again. Make your chest move through your arms. Keep pressing that knee into the floor. Press the straightened leg into the floor. Now, turn the shoulder that's away from the straight leg towards it. Take another breath. Pull, bend the elbows. Let the trunk come down. Inhale, straighten your arms and look forward. Janu Shirshasana is this pose, head of knee. Inhale, bring your arms back up. Catch that knee, bring it in, straighten the leg, switch legs. So now the other leg, you'll catch behind that knee. Pull that thigh, roll it out, scoop the heel. Bring the heel to the thigh and the toes to the opposite thigh. That knee, it should be an obtuse angle, so it's going away from the midline. Away from the midline. And then turn your torso towards the straight leg. Turn. Keep that knee down. Thigh pressing into the floor. Sternum lifting. Toes pointed up. Inhale, lift your arms, keep your torso turns toward that front foot. And then exhale, keep that knee down as much as you can. Turn, reach, grab your foot. Make your shoulders even. Roll your biceps out and lift your chest, lift your sternum. Shoulders wide, concave back, hold and breathe. Take another breath, pull, bend the elbows. Let your trunk come down. Pull, feel the sides of the ribs lengthening. And then inhale, bring your arms back up. Reach around, catch that knee. Bring your feet back under you and come to standing. All right, now bring your feet together. Bring your arms up, bend your knees, step or jump your feet as wide as your wrists. We're going to go into Parsvakonasana. Bring your left toes in, turn your right leg out. Have a heel to arch alignment. The heel of the front foot will fit into the arch of the back foot. Press the outer heel down, the outer edge of the left foot down. Press into the right foot, straighten the leg, and have your torso on straight. Take a breath, and you're going to bend your right knee over your ankle. As we do that, we want that thigh to be parallel to the floor. So if I want my knee over my ankle and make my thigh parallel, I'm going to take my back foot a little bit further out. But not so far out that my knee comes back this way. Now, press into that thigh. Bring your trunk level for a minute. We want the thighs rolling out and away from each other and the buttocks coming down. That tailbone is coming down and in. Now, bring your right forearm to your thigh. Press the thigh into the back wall. Stay here. Keep pressing and then make the shoulders wide again. And then turn the ribs towards the ceiling. Turn. Take your top arm up. Shoulders wide. And then look up. Breathe. 2 and 1. Look straight ahead. Press into your front foot. Come up. Turn that foot in. Bring your toes in. Turn the opposite leg out. Same song, second verse, other side. Now, keep pressing the outer edge of that foot down, toes in, bend the knee. Make your trunk straight as the thighs go out and away from each other. Now bring your forearm to your thigh. Keep pressing that knee towards the back wall as you turn. Tailbone is tucking in. As the shoulders are wide, top arm comes up. So we don't want this bottom shoulder into the ear. It's not here. It's wide. Breathe. 2, 1. Straighten the leg. Turn that foot in. Opposite leg out. Now this time you're going to bring your hand into the front part of the foot. If it doesn't feel like you can reach that foot, you can grab a block and put it there. So now bend the knee. See if you can make that thigh as parallel to the floor as you can. Take a breath, keep this shoulder back. You don't need to look down, you know you have a camera. Keep that shoulder back, bring this hand down into the floor in front of your knee and your thigh. Now press that thigh back, press your knee back. Keep pressing as you turn your ribs and your shoulder comes up. Straighten that back leg. Hit that thigh back as you press your outer heel into the floor. Top arm comes up. Now look straight ahead. Stay here. Now start to arch and take your head back so your head reaches, like your head's trying to reach your buttocks. Your buttocks are trying to reach your head. Hold it. Breathe. Look up past your thumb. Smile. 2, 1. Straighten your arm. Straighten your leg. Bring that foot in. Now, if that was too much, you can always stay with your forearm on your thigh. All right, take another breath. Bend that knee. Bring your forearm to your thigh. You can stay here. Turn the torso. Keep turning. Now, bend, come down. Top arm, up and over. Now, look straight ahead. Then take your head back. And try to take your head towards your buttocks. And take your buttocks towards your head. And then look up past your thumb and smile. Make the sides of the ribs long. Remember earlier we were stretching with that strap? 2 and 1. Straighten your arm. Straighten your leg. Turn that foot in. Step or jump your feet. Back to you. All right, now keep your feet so they're parallel with each other, again in the sides of the mat. We're going to go into Uttanasana, intense stretch. So the shoulders are back. The sternum is lifted. I'll inhale and look up. Folding forward, I'm not going to bring my head down to come down and bring my chest down first. So this comes down before this comes down. You can bring your hands onto blocks. I guess I should have said grab your blocks. If you can't touch your toes, grab your blocks. If it's relatively easy for you to touch your toes, bring your hips over your heels and catch them. Roll those biceps out. Make the chest lift. Make the tailbone move up and away. Sit bones are lifting. Shoulders are wide. Take those thighs back. 2, 1. Now pull on your toes as your toes press into your fingers, and then bend your elbows. Pull. Sides of the body are lengthening. Pull. Maximum do, as Abhijata Iyengar says. Elbows out and wide. Head moving down. Pull your belly in and up for a second. Go closer to your thighs. Now take your abdomen through your thighs before your head moves. Shoulders stay wide. Thighs are still hitting back. 2. 1. Straighten your arms, look forward. Roll those biceps out. Look up. Release your toes. Bring your hands to your hips. Inhale. Come up. All right, we're going to Prasarita Padottanasana. So you'll bring your feet together. You can use your blocks for this too. If you have a hard time, or if you can't take your head to the floor. So again, the feet are as wide as the wrists. Pressing the feet into the floor, lift the thighs up. Hands on hips. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Bring the hands onto the blocks, under the shoulders, or onto the floor. If they come onto the floor, bring the fingers in line with the toes. Hips over heels. What are we going for? Concave back. Roll the biceps out, make that back flat. Look forward, sit bones are lifting. Tailbone lifting up towards the ceiling, shoulders wide. Outer edges of the feet are pressing into the floor as the tops of the thighs lift up and back. Take another breath. Push the floor away from you as the top of the head comes down. If it doesn't reach the floor, you can get a block or take your feet a little wider. Shoulders wide. Thighs lifting. All right, take another breath. Straighten your arms. See how much you can keep your hips over your heels as you straighten your arms. Bring your feet in slightly. Bring your hands onto your hips. Inhale. Come up. Separate your feet back together. Everybody feel good? Everybody okay?
Yes.
All right. Grab your 3 blankets. Visalamba Sarvangasana, shoulder stand. And then take the short end of the mat to the wall. And then have the blankets so they're staggered about an inch, half an inch away from each other. And then come on down to the floor. So the tops of the shoulders will come to the edge of the blankets with about a thumb's distance between them. My hair clip. All right, now catch the sides of the blanket. Press your feet into the wall. Lift your hips. Don't let the shoulders fall onto the floor. Make them stay on the blankets. Now press your feet into the wall. Lift. Catch your hands underneath you and roll from side to side. Press into your toes. Lift your heels and bring your hands onto your back as low down towards the blankets as you can. When you're ready, lift your legs off the wall. If your legs can't come off the wall, well then just stay there. Now press your arms into the floor. Make the sides of the body lengthen like you have been all class. Both sides, reach your feet away from you. The chest is coming towards the chin. Now you have the option to go into Halasana, plow pose, or stay here. Plow pose, the feet will come behind you. You can take them to a chair or a bolster or the floor. And then walk your feet away from you a little bit. And then press the toes into the floor. Lift thighs. Lift those sit bones. The chest is coming towards the chin. Take another breath. When you're ready, bend your knees, bring them by your ears. Relax your breath. Now straighten your legs again, and then lift them back up. Roll those thighs in. Reach your feet away from you. Hold it and breathe. Reach, your legs are straight. Soles of the feet reaching towards the ceiling. Take another breath. Take your feet back to the wall. Release your hands and come down. You bring your arms up above your head and reach them away from you. Relax. Smile. Now, there are many people that have been stuck at home for a while, right? And haven't been around others. Sometimes you just miss giving somebody a hug. So now we're going to bring our arms in and give ourselves a hug. Just hug yourself. And then walk your hands closer towards your shoulders, towards your shoulder blades. And then lengthen the back of your neck. And just revel in how good you feel to you. Or imagine you're hugging somebody that you miss. Take another breath. Bring your arms out and open and then switch the crossing. Lengthen the back of the neck. Take another breath. And then release your arms. You can bring them back up over your head. Take the elbows out wide. Keep lengthening your neck. All right, now press your feet into the wall and take your shoulders to the floor. Ooh, it's a little chilly. Bend the elbows. All right, now we're going to take the blankets to the wall, or at least maybe one blanket, and fold it long ways, and then take the legs up the wall. So you can just roll to your side. Pull your blanket out. Your mat out. Grab one of those blankets, fold it lengthwise, take it to the wall. And then help that there the whole time. Bring your hip to the wall, then take your legs up it. Bend your elbows like a saguaro cactus. Just hang out. Take your hands behind your head. Lengthen the back of your neck. Soften your throat. Soften your tongue. Relax your face. You can bring the soles of the feet together. You can take your legs out wide. All right, now it's time for Shavasana. So you'll bend your knees, roll to your side. You can use one blanket for your head. You can use another blanket for your trunk and thighs. You can turn off the light. All right, we'll be here for 5 minutes. Well, actually about 4 minutes now. So turn your palms up. See if you can take your bicep away from the side of your body. So it's really not touching. Your arms a little wider. Your feet can just flop out. And then keep the shoulders back so the shoulder blades slightly come back in. And then close your eyes. And just breathe. All right, start to move your fingers and your toes. Bring your breath back to the surface. Put your arms above your head. Give yourself one last stretch. Feel the sides lengthening. Bend your knees. Roll over to your side. Turn your torso towards the floor. And come up.